Hey Gemini, welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today we're going to go ahead and take a look at your August 2024 general monthly reading. And just keep in mind that in general readings, anything is liable to show up, so remember to take the messages as they apply. Now, if they resonate, fantastic. Go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. And if the messages do not apply, burn it up, throw it away, let it fly, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our reading. We are first using the Neoteric Feminine Tarot to pull your messages. We're going to do a 4-card spread with clarifiers, of course. And then we're going to close the reading out with 1 card from the Chakra Insight Oracle, which is just going to be a card that associates with a particular chakra in our bodies, which is an energetic frequency in our bodies that has an accompanying, hopefully insightful and positive message for you to kind of carry on with you after this reading. So let's go ahead and set the intention that this is for the sign of Gemini. So if you have Gemini in your sun, your moon, or your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading may resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your own life, always and only for your highest good. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your reading, Gemini. First card we are pulling is the main theme. So what are the dynamics of what's happening for you in the month of August? Let's pull out a main theme for Gemini. Show me a main theme for Gemini. Okay. So looks like all 3 of your messages came out. Okay. So the first thing that I'm getting here, you've got the 7 of Wands. So this is really about like standing up for yourself, holding your own power. Okay. This is like really like it's like more of a protective mode. And you're in this protective mode, but it also is doubled down with this 4 of Pentacles, right? 4 Pentacles almost gives this feeling of frugality. It's like the savings, okay? It's like I'm just feeling like there's something to do with your finances at this time. So I feel like the main thing for you is really just like saving money for this 10 of Pentacles, right? And 10 of Pentacles is all about like your long-term objective, like your affluence, okay? This is stability. This is like the ultimate, like 10s are a completion. So when we get this 4 of Pentacles with this 10 of Pentacles, okay, I really feel like there's something in your energy around this month where you're really saving for your future, saving for your family. There's something that you're saving for. And in order to do this, you have to be like perhaps a tad bit protective. It's like you're holding everything kind of close to you at this time. But the reason why you're doing it is because there's something about your money that you're not trying to, it's like you want to keep, you're trying to keep your finances together, okay? So I see you kind of holding back on that and really standing on it, because when I see the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Wands tells me that this is like a person who's standing on business, okay? It's like I said what I said, this is what I'm going to do. So let's say if you are in a family and maybe let's say your spouse or your kids or whoever you're sharing, you have shared income, it could be like you really kind of like turning them down. They're like, hey, I need this. And you're like, no, we're trying to save. So it's like there's something about a budget that needs to be adhered to, no matter how difficult it is. It's like people could be disappointed in you at this time, but you understand there's a means to an end and there's an objective to what you're doing, okay? So you're just not being the mean person at this time. You're just standing up for what is going to profit in the long run, okay? Because there's this tendency to think about like what affluence you're looking to come into, okay? And that just doesn't come by spending willy-nilly, right? That comes through investment, comes through savings, it comes through not necessarily hoarding, but making sure that you're being like material minded and not material absent, where you're just like accumulating a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need. So I see that being your main theme if you really locked in onto your finances and being very resourceful during this month, okay? So let's go ahead and look at past influences. Past influences are, what are some factors that have happened in the past that are still present and relevant for this month. Let's see past influences for Gemini. So I don't know if like maybe there's like a pregnancy that is happening, but I'm seeing like a change. There's something about recent changes that have happened, right, with this Wheel of Fortune. When we talk about the Wheel of Fortune, these are events that happen. These are like cycles in our life, okay? These are moments in our lives where it's like, okay, now we're on this ride of the train, right? It's like could be unexpected events, but it's also just about like luck or sometimes misfortune. But it's one of those things where you're just like, there is a new cycle that you're undertaking, and I think it has something to do with the cycle has something to do with you activating your higher mental state, right? Activating that higher intellectual state with this King of Swords, which is a higher way of thinking, not just intellectually, but I would say like having quite high standards, right, when it comes to your authority or deciding to be more disciplined about things. And that could also have to do with your finances as well, because I do see very much you thinking on a higher level about that, okay? But I mentioned I did mention pregnancy, because there you did get this Empress card, so this doesn't have to be an actual physical pregnancy, but this could have to do with giving birth to like a creative endeavor or an idea. There's something that you're trying to grow. So this could look like, if we're tying this to your current energy or your main theme, this is like if you have an objective to start maybe a family business of some sort, it's like, okay, well, you have an objective to save money to do that, right? There's something that you need to save to do that because you want to give birth to this creation, this idea, this business. And so maybe the time has come for you to think like on a higher level about what this all entails for you to be able to create this, okay? And I see you now in this energy of being like, okay, I'm all about this business now. This is like, these are the steps, I've written it down, this is what I have to do. I had to be more disciplined about spending. I had to be more disciplined about like how I'm saving my money, how I'm allocating it. So I feel like this is the new cycle that you're on, okay? So good luck to any Geminis who are in this new cycle of trying to create something, okay? Or this could be physical pregnancy, right? Where it's like now you have to save because a baby's on the way, okay? So I'm seeing that could also be for some Geminis out there as well. Let's go ahead and look at some potential challenges. So what are some potential challenges a Gemini could be facing for the month of August? Let's go ahead and look at challenges. Go ahead and look at challenges. Okay. And I'm feeling like this is really tying into the main theme as well, because I'm seeing that you've got the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands talks about arguments, conflicts, competition, jealousy even, okay? But there could just be this energy here where, and I'm just bringing this completely back to like, this has something to do with a group dynamic. Like this could be your friends, your family, but something perhaps about shared resources. I really feel like there's some issues with shared resources here, and there could be some conflict about like what you're doing, and you could be feeling perhaps a little bit confused, right, with this Moon card. This is just like, it's like you know what you're doing, but sometimes there could be a little bit uncertainty, and the uncertainty is coming from other people in your life who are like challenging perhaps your ideas, like, and challenging like, well, hey, like we could still start this business, but why do we have to just eat beans every day, right? There could be like that kind of issue. Like that's just going back to this main theme of you really being a little bit more frugal, more mindful about your spending. And you could be having some challenges because due to this conflict, right, with this Page of Cups. Now, Pages could talk about immature energy. Pages could be like even children, right? But pages also indicate messages. So there could be like this conflict between you and the people in your life, and like wanting to be like challenges between like wanting to like live practically, like being more tangible about your life, but then there could be another challenge of like head in the sky, pie in the sky kind of idealism. And so you could be going back and forth with like, what is more reasonable? Is it more reasonable for me to be like more tangible about what's happening here and right now, or should I like let go and like just allow like my idealism to kind of take over, and allow my inner child to just kind of take over? So I see you kind of being challenged about what's happening in your tangible world and kind of what you want to do, what your desires are, what your ideals are, okay? So yeah, there could be a little bit amount of uncertainty. So it's like you have an objective, you're doing it, but then at the same time, there could be like a lot of nagging around you that's causing you to lose sight of what your objectives are, okay? So that's coming out in your challenge position. But let's go ahead and look at an outcome. So by the end of the month, what is it all looking like for you, Gemini? Let's see outcome for Gemini. Let's see an outcome for Gemini. Ooh. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So outcomes for you is, I see at the end of the month, you're definitely going through a period of self-evaluation. There's some type of reckoning where there's like an important decision that you have to make about how to move forward, right? Because the Judgment card is all about being awakened to something that you're supposed to do. So I see that, and I feel like that awakening, that self-reflection of what you're doing, definitely has something to do with the big picture. This is long term. The King of Wands is not momentary. The King of Wands acts upon things because he's thinking, or this is more of an energy of thinking like in the long haul. What is the big picture? Even if it's not comfortable right now, ultimately you're working for that comfort later. So this is just about like being a leader in this objective, not allowing other people to like bulldoze you, you being able to take control of your life, being able to take control of what your initiatives are, and making decisions that are bold and daring, right? This is the investment that you are trying to undergo, and it's like it's gonna require you to be more in a leadership position, okay? But I feel like you have to be kind of careful because the devil did come out here, and the devil really just talks about an excess of something, things not really being balanced. So being careful that you aren't being too domineering, that you're not taking too much control off of other people. Remember that other people also have free will, and they have choices and decisions, and making sure that you're not bulldozing other people as well. So I do see this devil energy where you could be really, I suppose, kind of in a state where you're willing to get to what you want to by any means necessary, even if it means putting burdens and stress on other people. So being careful that you basically don't turn into a tyrant, that you don't turn into someone that you're creating dependency upon other people on you, and that you're you're making other people feel powerlessness, okay? That they feel like a little bit less powerful because you're in this state, you're in this King of Wands of just like, this is what I want, this is what we're doing, okay? So making sure that other people have a little bit of say into it, okay? So that's what I got for you, dear Geminis. Let's go ahead and close this reading out. So those are your messages from the tarot. Excuse me. Let's do one last card from the Chakra Insight Oracle. Show me a chakra card for Gemini. Let's see a chakra card for Gemini. Okay. Inspiration. Inspiration this is attributed with our crown chakra. Okay, this is up here. These are our ideas. This is the spark. This is conception. And this is also our impulses as well. Okay, so I'm going to just read this card for you, and then we'll go ahead and close out the reading. But inspiration is telling you to become a conduit of divine inspiration, to give birth to the star you truly came here to be. This card is about energy, the conception of an idea, the spark of divine consciousness. Inspiration is the fundamental creative energy of the universe. It is the seed of new growth and the ray of first light in the dawn of the new day. Within our inspiration, we find the power to heal wounds and begin anew, to build bridges of connection and light the way to true fulfillment and life. There's limitless potential available to each of us right now. The universe holds this expanse of infinite potential just waiting to be ignited. It is time to be still enough to grasp this and allow it into your being. Absolutely anything can be conceived, can also then be achieved. It is just a matter of taking that spark of inspiration and working out how you will go about manifesting it into reality. There are truly no limits to what you can create and experience in this world. What inspires you most? It is time to push beyond previously held ideas of the possible, to believe in that spark of inspiration and to allow it to propel you into inspired action. This card also encourages balance. When we allow inspiration into our minds, it can only be manifested to its best potential if we are living a physical existence connected to our earthly needs. An idea or an inspiration can play out in the world if it stays in our mind as a dream or a state. Our inspiration must be brought through from the energetic realm into the physical reality. And we do this by creating balance between these aspects of our own being. Balance between the spiritual and the physical worlds is essential to ensure the fulfillment of this inspiration's potential. When we are inspired, we illuminate even the most mundane activities. Our actions come from a higher place, leading us to the realization of our highest visions. If you are feeling uninspired, you may need to step away from your current focus and allow the breath of life to move through you in new ways. Walk in nature, move your body, play music, write in your journal. These are all pathways for the divine to find you, to reignite the light of inspiration within you. Soon you will feel reinvigorated with a new sense of energy that can be channeled creatively into the world however you choose. Inspiration is waiting for an outlet now. All right, dear Gemini, those are the messages I have for you from Tarot and from the Chakra Insight Oracle. My name is Tifa. I do tarot. If this message resonated with you, please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. And I do offer personal readings, just throwing that out there. So if this really resonated with you, go ahead and consider booking me for personal reading. You can find more information in the about of this channel or in the description of this video. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a prosperous and blessed month of August. Bye.